We're back. We're playing Magic again, at least a little bit. We had a donation list slip through the cracks, and so we've got it here. I've got to get actually Archon's red-green list up onto YouTube. So we're a bit behind, but that's just been the month of December for you. A lot of activities, a lot of things planning, but we've got one here from Melly? Meully. Thank you for the donation, and we'll get this out there. They've asked us to look at Eldrazi and taxes, and actually they kind of mentioned about potentially make it a little more prisony. We'll see. We're going to talk about what we have here, then we're going to talk about what they've asked, and we'll show you what we've kind of come up with. And we also have a list from one of the people in our Discord, so we'll probably include that in the description down below for the YouTube folks. So this is the list we were given, very kind of taxes oriented. We've got things like Displacer that's going to flicker things like Skyclave possibly, maybe the Solitude, Thought-Knot Seers, Wasteland Stranglers, good old fashioned Eldrazi flickering effects here. So really cool to see a smattering of lands, paths, and Aether Vials to do those instant speed things, and then a sideboard that contains at least one card that's not legal. And the ask is actually to make this a little better since the Yorion ban. So got an interesting sideboard. We've probably made the most adjustments to the sideboard area. We'll see. Maybe board, a lot of options here. We do have Karn. I did see this Kaya and was super excited, but read through it. I think it would work better in a token strategy. So we're not going to take this Kaya. I did keep this Kaya though. I love Kaya. We are going to play some Lorens in here. We'll see how that goes. And then obviously we have a very heavy artifact maybe board. This is if you were to take it with a Karn. Personally, part of the reason that we're doing some of our variety content in the month of December is that Prison has struggled, and just kind of putting your eggs in the basket of Karn, I think, is going to do the same thing. So we're going to actually keep it more in that taxes flavor. But I have a few Brothers cards that I wanted to try. I'm not sure if they're good or not, but we'll get to those. So this person asks us, trying to reconfigure a homebrew and make some of my favorite fit post Yorion ban. Help Prisonify or put a new spin on old shell of Eldrazi and taxes, Fluffy and Mountain Folk. Maybe cards are mostly cards I'm considering removing to get back down to Modern Legal to play it for FNMs. Feel free to let me know if any of the new cards from Brothers War would be good additions. So I'm going to read this as don't jam 4 Solitudes, don't jam 4 this and that are really expensive, because we have kind of we're going to play kind of generally with what we have for Modern. We're playing in that FNM shell. We have a few things that I've swapped out for more of the Modern Magic Online community, but they play similar roles. So I think we can talk about those switches as well. But we're not going to like just start slamming 4 of. We'll talk about what we've got. And we're keeping some of the 1-ofs because sometimes that's really cool. By the way, shout outs to Tapped Out. This interface is really cool looking, and I actually kind of appreciate this like casual thing. I don't know what this casual thing is, but I brought it up pre-recording here. It looks cool. All right, so what do we have here? We got our list. We've made a couple adjustments. Probably the biggest one in terms of the mana for our donor is that, and I'm going to go with Mealy. We'll guess is I basically made all Godless Shrines instead of the Hive Tyrants and other things that were the creature lands. I did this for the efficiency of having double white pipped cards and just having kind of the more consistent mana. I believe we added also a Silent Clearing in here. Whether or not this is going to help us, I don't really know, but we do have like 4 Eldrazi temples and 4 Ghost Quarters, so I'm a little skeptical about having too many one of one color or the other. One of our folks here suggested Bright Climb Pathway, and I guess we can kind of bring this over. This is their suggested list, kind of upping the 4 Solitudes, 4 Thought-Knots, and kind of 4-ofing everything, and then a reasonably decent amount of lands that are double pipped, very similar, and then a different sideboard. So we took some stocks from that list as well. So shored up the mana base just in that sense, just because if this is going to be our first and or no only playthrough, I'd rather successfully be able to cast things that we're trying, and then you can like tweak the mana base a little bit to be a little more specific. Got rid of Esper Sentinel. I think Esper Sentinel's fine, but my luck, Esper Sentinel never does anything. So I'm going to try Gibber Runes. This is just a swap. You can probably keep your Esper Sentinels. Wouldn't worry too much about that. Got your Pass, got your Aether Vials, got your Leonin Arbiters. Hopefully we get to Ghost Quarter someone. Got Thalia's in here, Tide Hallows. Could up the Tide Hallow to 4. That's one of those cards that 4 of seems fine. Got 2 Eldrazi Displacers and 2 Wasteland Stranglers. I dropped these down to make a little bit of room for our prototype cards, so I'll mention those in a sec. We got 3 Flicker Wisps. I could definitely see this 4. This is 4-ofing your cards, but if you got 3, that's fine. Gonna keep the God of Passage. We're gonna see if we can drain out our opponents. Now, you had a Gonti in here before, and I'm gonna swap it out for Shieldred for our sakes. If you don't have Shieldred, and you want to keep Gonti, I guess that's okay, or maybe get a 4 of down here, or get your extra Thought-Knot Seer. I could see a 4th Thought-Knot Seer being completely fine in this list, but you may or may not own one, so I kind of was like, well, we'll add 1 spicy card here as that 4th replacement. Got the 1 of Solitude because that looks like what you own. If you have a couple more of those, definitely they're really good. Add them in. Prototype cards. So I don't see a whole lot from the latest set that I would actually add here. We do have the Loran of the Third Path, which you had, and I thought, why not? Let's give it a try. And it enters Destroy Artifact or Enchantment, and it gives an opportunity to draw a card. It's kind of interesting. But the prototype cards, I don't know how they work with flicker effects, but I see myself prototyping with, say, Steel Seraph on 3, and then Flicker Wisping it, and now it's a 5/4, and it's giving our creatures evasion or something like that. And then Combat Thresher was enters the battlefield, draws a card, and again, we could flicker this and draw another card as well, fit in with the white prototype colors. So they work as I want, Last God confirms. So cool. Not the 3/3 is super impressive, to say the least, but it is a double striking card. And if we have, say, Steel Seraph that gives this flying and we flickered this, now you have a 3/3 flying double strike card. That could end someone quickly. Of the 2, Combat Thresher is probably the least interesting, but I thought, why not? Let's give a little bit of 1-2 tries here and see what these prototype cards do for us. They are artifacts. That makes them slightly weaker to some things out in the format, but as is. A couple more things, then I'll catch up with chat. I think Archon is really good if the person has, Muley has more Archons. You could even play this main board. I think this is an absolute fantastic card. Got 1 of in the sideboard. We got the Sanctifiers you had. I got rid of a Fatal Push for a Dam because we have Solitudes, we have Paths, we have Flickering Wasteland Stranglers. So I like the idea of just a board wipe in case. Kaya's remains here. Combo seems fine. We talked about this as the draw, but also artifact enchantment. You had Rest in Peace. I'm going to go with Leyline of the Void because I think you sometimes need a faster graveyard hate piece than a Rest in Peace on turn 2, which also kind of nombos a little bit with Thalia. Obviously, if Leyline doesn't show up in the starting hand, things get a little funny. But we're going to make that swap. Got the Hounds in here as the 4th Leyline. We'll give it a go. If you want to go more of that prison strategy, you could try to do something with Karn, Drannith Magistrate, and Knowledge Pool, which we've done before on some of our videos, so maybe something like that. And then I know we have a lot of hand disruption with Tide Hallow and Thought-Knot Seer. Just a little touch more. Necromantia is a great way to get rid of combos, so I thought, hey, if there was a card, do this. If not this, you could definitely play a couple things from your maybe board. More Archon of Amiria's. Your maybe board had Loran. You could play Blade Splicer to go a little bit wider. Maybe Spyglass or Pithy Needle to deal with some pesky activated abilities. Kind of a flexible slot down here. Been a while since we played some Modern, so hopefully it goes well. I have added 1 Silent Clearing. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but just to draw a card. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We want to Aether Vial, maybe get a Giver down, get this Leonin Arbiter, Ghost Quarter, typical taxes things. We're hoping the combination of God of Passage and Shieldred really taxes our opponent's life totals quite a bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and queue up here. See what chat's got to say. Keep on rolling. That's why like 7 of them say if cast. Okay, the prototypes. We do have a 1 of waste. Yeah, muley. Handsome muley. We could have played some Containment Priest. It's definitely a good card too. Kind of a mixture of trying not to go too crazy with like totally reworking the list, just because of that note in the list of being very F&M oriented. All right. Well, do we? Gosh. When it's a dono and you're just like, but I want an Aether Vial. All right, I'm gonna keep this first one. If we're totally punished here, we know we need more lands. If not, I'm gonna play. This Aether Vial is not going anywhere. We're gonna play it. We're gonna be good. My opponent's gonna have like 1 land. Or we got this. Copperline Gorge. All right. What has happened to Modern? What the heck is Copperline Gorge doing here? Look at how good we are, chat. Look at how good we are. Eldrazi Temple, Ghost Quarter. Keep in mind you're essentially playing a fetchless 3-color deck right now. Yeah, we kind of are. You're not wrong. Strangle. Strangleroot Geist. All right, Aether Vial up here. Yes. Play Alien Arbiter. And the Ghost Quarter. Here we go. We don't need those planes and stuff. We got Aether Vial, people. Forest. I'm not going to block anything here. All right. Aether Vial is going to sit at 2 for a turn or 2 here. Uh-oh. You think ticking up was good? I've got a Thalia here. I'm definitely going to put that down. Could have let it tick up, but I have 2 3-drops as well. We got time, I think. This is a good one for the Leyline of the Void, that Rest in Peace that we mentioned as well. Those are going to come in handy. We have Solitude, Path to Exile. We have the things for this list. Even Skyclave Apparition not looking too bad here. Black-white is pretty fun. Not gonna lie, it's actually one of my favorite combinations. When you add green in there, it gets really exciting. Look at all these basic forests my opponent has. It's ridiculous. All right, we're gonna put in Big Face Thalia. We're gonna stare down the Strangleroot Geist. And I actually sort of want to block with both, but I think I just keep the Leonin Arbiter. Oh, they dismembered. Okay. I think I pass here. We may do kind of what was mentioned before, a little, go ahead and put the Thalia in and let this go now up to 3. I mean, hiya! Not gonna attack. I need to be, I think, defensive a little bit here. Yeah, Flicker Wisp is in here. A 3 of. Oh no, they have red mana. Oh, what? What is that doing in here? All right, well, I have a Skyclave for that. Gonna go no on the Aether Vial. It's hard carrying us here. There we go. I think I can shock this in. Let's go ahead and put the Skyclave. I don't need them randomly getting something here that's a problem. Gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna use Path yet. I'm not about instant speed. All sorcery. Good old Scavenging Ooze. That looks like a great one for my Path to Exile. All right, we're attacking. Block. I'm happy to take 2 here. Feeling pretty safe. That comes back. Let's go ahead and use our mana here to pass Scavenging Ooze. Get that out of here. Get it out of here. They're going to eat something? Choosing not to eat anything. They don't get a land either. We're going to keep this at 3. Yeah, what am I processing, though? Like, I can put Leon and Arbiter down, and then... That was really laggy. Yeah, I can process the creature under that, but like I'm just hitting this Strangleroot Geist. That's what I mean more. I guess I just kill this one. Pass the turn, see if they cast anything better. I'm moving this out of the way so I can like punch them. I wanna punch them in the face here. Yeah. This game's gonna end, Archon. We're not gonna sit here and just twiddle our thumbs. We're gonna end this game. They can't search for anything. We got Leon and Arbiter. Keep Thalia and swing? Nah. Send the team. What are they gonna do? Look at this. They literally are putting me... I'm gonna take it. I'm going to 4. The crackback kills them. Uh-oh. Did I lose? What are they playing? All right. Imagine being dead to vines. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, it's flashing red for like, yeah, exactly kind of what you're saying. All right. This doesn't feel very good in this matchup. Thalia looks a little bit weak here. Yeah, in fact, yep. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I mean, I guess it blocks, but like, I just like everything else I've got. Maybe Tide Hollow's just like, eh. All right, we'll do it this way. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. All right. I think we have the tools here. This looks fun. Get rid of Godless Shrine, Vile, and get him with a Thought Knot. Well, I thought we were on the backswing there, but clearly we're not destined for greatness tonight. Nice. Now if they do play Magus of the Moon, we got that covered. Let's steal something. Chem, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Wow. Thrun the Last Troll. Wow, there's stuff in here that's gonna be really, really frustrating to deal with. Does Dam have a clause on it? They can't be regenerated. Okay. No, I don't think we're dead. I mean, I have answers for potentially this. I'm trying to decide what I care about here. I think I care about the Steel Leaf the most. Keep in mind that Thrun doesn't come down for a few turns here. Strangleroot's going to be on blocking defense. And if I get any flicker effects here, I get to flicker Thought Knot. Strangleroot, the Forest. This will be on blocking defense almost certainly. Aether Vial is going to go up to 2 here. I can't play that in just yet. I can't Aether Vial on Prototype, I presume. I actually kind of feel like I take Aether Vial up to 3 here on the off chance that I hit a Flicker Wisps. All right, Rootbound, Cloythus. They don't attack, right? Yeah. I'm going to send Aether Vial up to 3. Nice. Attack. Do I Prototype here? I think I do. The reason I feel like I Prototype here is because that's going to give Thought Knot some cool things. I know I didn't do it before. I was kind of hoping that they would block, but they didn't. So now we're just going to fly over and win. Yeah, it technically gives those. I was just kind of leaving stuff open. Now they don't know what they're going to do. That was another Rootbound Crag. They have Stomping Thrun, 2 unknowns. I feel like we've got a good handle on this game. Nothing's in the graveyard. There's good old Thrun, not doing anything. Now he attacks their health points. Pretty much, pretty much. All right, we leave Aether Vial here at 3. It's fine. All right. I'm going to target the Thought Knot here. I'm going to give it just flying. Whoosh. And this has flying. Whoosh. Whoosh. Over the top. Hit you for 7. You're dead next turn. Good luck. I feel like they're going to be pumping cards or anything like that, so I don't feel like I'm dead here, but I guess with Giver I'm supposed to block. There's a Dismember. So this dies. I would like that back to hand, please. Oh, you're at 1. Appreciate it. Thank you. And now they gain 2. You got it. You got it. What's up, Bert? How's it going? Wow, look at the Indomitable. 4, 5, 6, 4. There's a Stomping Grounds. 8, 10. Scam Train. Scam Train.
Scam Train.
Does that have reach? So no, it does not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just looking at options here. I mean, I could block there, but why? Now I have Giver Protection. I get to put the Steel Seraph back down here. Fly over with a Thought Knot. Win the game. I mean, I could give it protection on green, too. Whee. Okay. That's just what we needed to do round 1, but we screwed it up. Double unblockable, exactly. I think, like I said, I think we have the right stuff for this matchup. I just got a little bit ahead of myself by not blocking there. This looks like a keeper hand. I blocked because I was like, oh, backswing, I'm going to win. And then they were like, whoa. So point for Steel Seraph, given the given the ways around our opponent's spells. This is a good warm-up match for good old Fluffy, who hasn't played Magic for 2 weeks. We're already doing decently. List is not included, but if you want it, it's... Bam! Uh-oh, scavenging news. Scavenging news. Exactly. Exactly. All right. I'm just gonna play Tide Hallow down. Let's see what we're working against here. Bolt, Steel Champion. Yeah, I guess I just take a Steel Champion here. Nothing really improves us here. A couple bolts aren't too scary either. Scavenging News may grow a little bit, which is a little bit unfortunate for us. Just checking that it is actually a leaves the battlefield trigger, not a dies. Nom 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 nom. Well, we got a little bit of time here. I like the potential of Aether Vial Flicker, although we do know they have 1 bolt. Gonna send Aether Vial up to 2 here. Well, that was pretty good of a draw. Let's go ahead and just play the Thought Knot here. I know I can't flicker it in this exact moment, but I think it's going to be okay. Oh, they have Dismember. Okay. I was going to say, I thought it was going to be okay, but my opponent top decked a Dismember, so. All right, I have answers for Steel Leaf, so do I take the bolts or do... probably with the Shieldred here, I don't care about the bolts as much. Probably just take the Steel Leaf and then... I don't know. Big B, thank you for the sub and getting us beyond the scam train. Getting the hype going. We're not a scam train. I kind of feel like I just take the Steel Leaf Champion here. I know they have double bolt, but I'm going to be moving up to 3, and then so anything they try to double bolt, Shieldred, for example, I just flicker. So we almost just want a top deck land, and we'll be pretty happy. They are eating things. I think I can take 1 swing here. I'm just going to accept my fate of 1 swing there. All right, up to 3 with the Aether Vial, and now we can play some Magic. It's actually kind of a nice just answer. I take 1 point here. That's probably okay. That seems fine. We know it's double bolt. Like I said, I've got Shieldred hopefully coming down here soon. Vines. Vines is what they had. Again with the vines. We could flicker the ooze in combat. You're not wrong. I don't know if I really want to do that. I mean, Vines is happening. I'm just trying to decide if I wanted to do something like here's a line. We could Solitude with the Path. I don't want to really give them an extra land. And then like we could try to flicker the Solitude and they'll bolt it, and then I can take Aether Vial up to 4. I kind of like that. Like this kind of puts us all in on this, but like I'm gonna put it up to 4 and then just have Shieldred, right? That's like just winning. So let's kill good old Scoos here. I feel like I want them to just burn the bolt. And if they don't burn the bolt, I have a lifelinking lifelinking Solitude here. I know this like is somewhat aggressive, but I like the aggressive line here. Make them use it. F6. Go ahead, bolt it. And then that way I feel more comfortable throwing the vial up to 4 here. A lot of cards used, but I'm at 11. My opponent's at 22, and I'm about to play a haymaker, man. I can do a lot next turn. I'm all about in the moment. The now. I kind of actually want to just hold till end step with Shieldred too, maybe. I don't think draining them for 2 matters here. Put it in the absolute last moment. Nah, I won't get them on upkeep. I'm gonna do it right here. Maybe sneak in there on a strangle root or something. This can be perpetually no, if I wanted it to. Okay. Let's take a peek at the hand here. We know it's bolting some other stuff. We're at 12. We got 2 menacing creatures here. Opponent's just done. I think just draining them out of resources here because they need creatures in play. The fact that they don't have double bolt or they'd have to use 2 things on Shieldred feels really good. And I know we already got past the Dismember. This 7-9-ish damage, really, when they draw, is enough to kill them in 2 turns. We got it. We know how to play Magic. Woohoo! We did it. And this Steel Seraph was a jammin', and the Hype Train was a success. We got a level 1 emote. What was my level 1 emote? Now I have a giant emote screen in my face. I beat the game of Magic. I've reached new levels of support, apparently. Thank you, everyone. Getting it done. Getting it done. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. Do I not get one because I'm not a supporter? A cuddle turtle? Oh, maybe when the bar goes down, we'll get them. Well, the bar's gone now. Is black-white ENT just busted? I don't know about ENT, but Eldrazi and taxes. Oh, wait, ENT. Maybe it is, Archon. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. We're 1-0, opponent 0-0. Going against Shadow. We got the cards we want. Good old Ghost Quarter, Aether Vial. This card was really good. All right, slap him with a Ghost Quarter, play the Aether Vial, pass the turn. Yeah, ears, nose, and throat. I think the Aether Vial is a little bit susceptible to Prismatic Ending. That's my only concern with playing these lists, but we'll manage, we'll manage. We will manage. Nobody plays Pending anymore. Not the mischievous Catgeist. You know, one thing I thought about playing, but I opted not to? Obsidat. Oh, every time we play Orzhov, it's like Obsidat, the ghost dad. Best thing ever. All right, what are we playing against now? Polluted Delta. Steam Vents Ragavan. Ugh. Ugh. Ragavan. Alright. Well, Aether Vial goes up to 1. It's not a bad card. I'm going to wait and get hit by Ragavan once. I don't want to put Leonin Arbiter in. Not with stuff like God of Passage and then my Arbiter later. And I know this gives them a land, but I'm not that worried about it because I can avoid all counter spells through things like Aether Vial. Alright, they just jam Ledger Shredder like instantly. I don't even think I saw the token show up. That's how fast it happened. Are we just like Leonin Arbiter ghost quartering them? Like, do we ever just do that here? There's nothing in exile right now. We didn't come here to not ghost quarter. I mean, it's tough not to, right? And then we just block monkey. Right? We just block monkey. Oh, we don't get to shieldred them if we use ghost quarter, right? All right, they bolted Leonin Arbiter. Flicker Wisp. Dragon Rage. All right. Aether Vial's going up to 3, though. I guess I'll just put this in. Love to kill that, but there's nothing. I think we'll be okay with the Shieldred here. I'm a little worried about Murktide showing up. Oh. Well, we'll block. Put this into play. Yeah. I mean, they're planning to play Murktide here, right? That's what they're on here. Will you give it back to me? They said no, and they just moved on here. Although I'm a little bit scared of the stuff in the sky here. I'm going to move this up to 4. Let's pop Silent Clearing here to see if I can find a path. Okay. Okay. Found it. Got it. Throw Giver in. And then set their upkeep here. No, don't shoot. Don't shoot anything. They shoot me. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Well, you need it on upkeep, right? I mean, we're almost dead, though. It's very scary. It's very, very scary. Oh, you mean the path? Probably. I go to 4 here. I mean, like, if they have another bolt, we're just kind of toast. I guess I hit the Ledger Shredder here. They just have the counter spell. All right. I should have done it when they were tapped out a counter spell. All good, all good. Okay, so Ledger Shredder, I think Leyline of the Void can probably come in. The Dams. Kembo's kind of interesting. Kaya and our Hound. And then Sanctifiers, maybe Archon. You know, just everything. Just everything. Combat and Steel Seraph aren't going to be doing anything this game. I think God of Passage is a bit eh. One Tide. Start bringing some of this in. I think Aether Vial makes sense. Path's good. Solitude's obviously very good here. Lean on Arbiter could be a pain for them. It also could be just not that great. It's like a blocker in most cases. I'm going to be on the play. Yeah, they don't fetch that much. Like, it's cute with our Ghost Quarters, but that's what I'm thinking because of the Ragavan and that. The Arbiter maybe can go. I'd rather have actually the Sanctifier in that 2 slot. Things do get pretty big. The Wasteland Stringer kills a couple things. Displacer feels like this is a card that could potentially go out. While it's nifty, they have a lot of removal, spot removal. Maybe I just take both of these out. Skyclave Apparition hits enough things that's worth it. Maybe we could take the Giver out instead, but Giver's kind of nice if we get one of our bigger threats in and can protect it from red. That's true. Displacer has play against an opponent. That's true. It does have cute tricks. The cutest of tricks. Oh, maybe I don't need the Hound. It's not casting from. They just use the value in there. That's why Leyline's a bit better. Oh, one more. Alright, can I just do 61 cards? I'm gonna take one Thalia out. I'm gonna take one Thalia out. It blocks Ragavan, so does Sanctifier. I don't know. We'll mulligan this hand. We can do better. Let's do it. Let's do it. The one lander again. I mean, this is a good hand. Just need one more land. And we do have 23 more lands to go. We get the Aether Vial down as well pretty quickly. I'm afraid of an Archmage Charm stealing this Aether Vial, but other than that small side effect, I think we'll be okay. I mean, it didn't last time, Last God. We're riding the thin line of could ruin us, couldn't ruin us. All right, now one of the dams would have been a fatal push. We'll see if it matters here. Looks like it won't. Okay. I should snap jump to 3-0. All right, Ghost Quarter, Godless Shrine. Petty Thefts are Leyline of the Void. It's a shame we weren't at 3 with the Aether Vial to flicker the Leyline of the Void. Oh well. They care about their graveyard with their hand. Expressive. Okay. If I top deck a black source, do I go for it? I love that they're not fetching into the Aether Vial. I'm going to go to 3 here. Another Vial. This is your opportunity to fetch, but it doesn't do it. Pass turn. 2 Vials is nice. Fetches and shocks and considers. Their graveyard matters here. Ledger Shredder, Expressive, Scalding Tarn, Consider. That puts everything they need into the graveyard. There's a Ragavan. Plays an Otawara. I don't see a reason to put the Flicker Wisp in here. I think we'll just pass to my opponent's turn. It's the 3. Do I send this up to 4? Could. Let's do yes and send both of them up here 1. It's a path. Like a path monkey. Put a Shieldred in. Doesn't feel like the worst play. Gives them a land. Let's go ahead and just put her in. I'm feeling like my Flicker Wisp or Dam is just going to have to hit creatures here so that it flickers them so that they're smaller or whatever. Unholy Heats. Okay. Blue Shieldred. No protection. Here comes Murktide. It's an 8/8. It's a big Murktide. Maybe I'm going to regret not having an Aether Vial on 3 here. Throw this one up to 2. I have 2. I'll pass the turn. They don't flicker. They don't put in Brazen Borrower here. I don't want to Ghost Quarter myself here. It's like it's an idea. It certainly is an idea. Good old Ragavan. Because at this point, it's like, what do you Ghost Quarter yourself for? White for the damn Overload? Or do you go for the black for just the damn spot removal? When you wish you had a thought not seer. When you wish you had a thought not seer. I mean, they have a counter, right? What's up, Evan? How's it going? 54 months. That's a long time. How you doing? Here comes the counter. Whoa, and a party. And a party. What up? There's magic people out there. You might have missed Batman. I don't know what Evan was up to. Actually, yes, I do. Here comes Brazen Borrower. Just kidding, it's Consider. So I'm going to try to flicker the Murktide and block the Ragavan. That is the goal here. I'd love them to tap out of that red for like a Darcy. Bobble. Yeah, play that Darcy you have in hand so you can bobble. Oh, they bobbled anyway. 5 card types. I am willing to bet that this Flicker Wisp is going to get hit by some removal spell. But we're going to flicker Murktide here and try to block Ragavan. All right, we're not blocking. Flickered, take our 2. End step. Send the Aether Vial of 4, no higher. And Aether Vial of 3, no higher. Campbell. guess I'll play that. We're like a bit behind here. Counters. All right, so the idea this time is that I put the Flicker Wisp in, I flicker Ragavan, I try to block Murktide to kill the Murktide. Because if they play another Murktide, this Murktide gets really large. So I'd like to block this Murktide if possible and kill it. We're running out of steam, though. Running out of steam. Flicker Ragavan. Hope for no removal. They got it. Going to 5. What do we need now? I might move the Aether Vial up to 5 for a Solitude. Next turn. Like, I could cast a 4-drop. It sucks because if they have a counter spell, this 4-drop probably gets countered. But not being able to cast the Solitude is problematic here. We're very dead, though. Brazen Borrower, Ragavan comes back, Murktide. Even though the Murktides are just a 3/3. Looks like we're going to go 1-1 here to start this league. All right. This Aether Vial will send to 5 on the off chance we get Solitude here. This Aether Vial will leave at 3 because we have a lot of 3-drops. I can hard cast Thought-Knots here. $67, not nice. All right, we can process something. I don't think there's a reason to do it at sorcery speed. I mean, this gives me... I mean, if they have Unholy Heat and Bolt, it doesn't really matter here. I get to kill the Murktide, though. We making it happen. Slowly. Slowly. There's Wasteland Strangler. Hit the Murktide, because I can block, hopefully, the Ragavan here. Oh. I didn't know you could choose the card that's on an adventure. But I just chose the card that's on an adventure. That is an assumption that my opponent doesn't have a mountain. I guess it's a fair one. Oh no. Solitude, save us. Fighting the good fight, everyone. How about Flicker Wisp? Solitude. What else? Died while on an adventure. Very thematic. All right. Needed a path, too. That would have worked as well. All right, 1-1. Not bad for the Murktide list, though. Not bad. I think they provided me... Oh. For some reason, I felt like I was looking at something today with this sideboard. Oh, I was looking at the Red Prison Discord. That's right. Okay. I was like, did I miss something? We'll mulligan this one. We need one more than one land here. There's 2. Aether Vial. Keep this. Get put back. Shieldred? She's a little ways off. Let's do that. Let's do that. Good old Aether Vial. I guess Tide Hollow is not like castable right now. Uh-oh, Green Devotion again? Cookbook. Well, I'm glad we have the Leyline of the Voids. Lean and Arbiter looking okay here. We'll see if they play big long named one. Nice. Can I, thank you. Play my Aether Vial, pass turn. We could Tide Hollow them first, then bother with Lean and Arbiter. Yeah, Asmo, there you go. It's been a hot moment. Been a hot moment. Wow, we have a lot of people here. Are you telling me that we should stream Magic more often? Is there a way to get the 2020 logo refresh t-shirt in black? Oh. Trying to remember what my clicks. So the logo refresh. Do I not have it in black? Maybe I don't. Eighth Vial going up here. Like I said, we're going to hit the Tide Hollow first. Beseiju. Beseiju. Yeah, Plane so it comes into play untapped here. That way I can kind of sort of have up with Aether Vial. Lean and Arbiters. You know, I sort of want to just play Lean and Arbiter here. Since I have two, I'm going to do that. Logo refresh t-shirt. Edit design. Let me see if I can do this on the fly. Some products and or colors may be discontinued and have been removed from your listing. Continue. Wow, they've really changed this. They changed this a lot. This was usually like a click and you're done, and now there's like a million options. All right, let me see here. Premium. I'm assuming it's the premium t-shirt. What is this? Scrapwork Mutt. When enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and it can be unearthed. According to this, black is already an option. Maybe. I hope I didn't just ruin it. Save. Failed to load image asset. I have to go find the old image asset and reload it to give you a black option, apparently. That's a mutt. Spike food. They can have spike food. That's fine with them. Have some spike food. I don't care about this 2-1. We're going to put Tide Hollow and Lean and Arbor into play this turn. So Lean and Arbor, Tide Hollow. Yeah, I'll have to play with it. It says saving product images, but it's now dying slowly on the inside. That logo, by the way, is maybe a touch big for the shirt. I probably should shrink it down a little bit. But if you don't mind it being kind of big, it's cool. My wife has a tank top of that logo. Asmo, Shadow Spear, and Fable. I'm like looking at Asmo and I don't think I care. I have a path. Do I care? They have to pay 4. They have to literally hit a land for Asmo to go search for something. I mean, I guess, yeah, it kills it. Then I path them. You're saying he kills on ETB and all that. All right, we'll take the Asmo. I don't really know which one's right or not. I'm not going to attack this turn. Teespring has imploded now. Sure. It's funny that you ask. I don't have many people that ask me about these logos, so I'm kind of like, man, can I just make this quick, like, change here? Like, just give me black. It's just not loading the image, so that's what's going on. All right, we got a little duder here. This can be flickered. Like, Flicker Wisp is in good into the Urza Saga that was also played. I'm not too worried about what they have here so far. All right, after the stream, I'll look into that. It's a great logo. Funny thing is, now that I have to re-upload it, I won't know the sizing of it. Wow, Skyclave's like kind of cool here too. Just get rid of the Fable here. It's got to be get rid of the Fable, right? Get rid of the Fable. I mean, I think I'm just like still waiting here. What is attacks? I could path the token. So I don't get Daredevil back. I mean, I can wait. I can wait for beginning of combat. I mean, this doesn't matter. They get it back with Urza Saga anyway, right? So, like, it doesn't really matter about the Goblin Shaman. It's just going to happen. Yeah, they have a Shadow Spear in hand too. Yeah. They have this. They just pitch something and get a food token. There's a lot of ways they get this Oval Chase back. There's not much I can do. I can path their Oval Chase. That's probably the dream, right? We're just probably waiting until we can do something else here. We have lots of creature disruption. We just need that to happen at some point. Here comes Shadow Spear. So they have Oval Chase in their hand. That's it. Good old Oval Chase. And I honestly don't care about this treasure token. We'll take our 2. Got it. All right, give us a good card. It's not a good card. Well, instant speed Flicker Wisps, sure. I feel like they make an Urza Saga here, and I path this first one while they're pseudo tapped out here. It's like my only really good hit for path right now. They don't get a thing because of the Leonin Arbiters. Now I can hit the cool F6 button that we like. Deck list is not there. Deck list is here. And it's a dono from Extra Life. From Muley. Meully. All right, big 8/8. Looking for our Solitude, Flicker Wisp, Path. Displacer? Does Displacer care if it's a token or not? Oh my gosh, it's another Saga. Oval Chase doing Oval Chase things. It's a lot of food. Man, we're going to have to do the chump blocking on this construct. It's going to be rough. I wonder if it's worth a Leonin Arbiter block Goblin Shaman token here. Are we really going to be stopping future fetches and stuff? Whoa, now they're making it lifelink. Now they're making it a lifelink thing. Hold the phone. Whoa, they're attacking with a bunch of things here. My problem is this construct token is going to be so big. All right, we'll double block. One less thing for the searching side of things. They're getting a lot of mana anyway. Yeah, Displacer draw would be nice, right? Right. Displacer, Flicker Wisp would be fine right now. I think Displacer. I think it hits tokens as well. Thought Knot's okay to get rid of Oval Chase because they're tapped out of the Underworld Cookbook. I mean, sort of. Every time I don't block, then that taxing on there with the Leonin Arbiter is less and less. So we were there talking about Displacer. And I know I just used it aggressively, but we're gonna attack. We're getting them dead. I mean, if they have the removal spell here, they're removing Eldrazi Displacer. That's guaranteed. Flickering sorcery speed and trying to do something tricksy just doesn't make sense. We're attacking, we're getting things done. Incoming vines. Maybe we ban Archon. What is this? Look at this thing. What is this gerbil looking thing? They're feeding it to the snake. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may reveal and put it in your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. Okay. Well, that's a sucky thing to flicker. Oh, wait, no, this could have flickered. Okay. Well, it's a pretty neat engine for the food. Spike has been doing really well with the deck. That's fine. We're not battling Spike. We're battling Nick Bolas 90. Not even Nick O Bolas. Just Nick Bolas. From 1990, apparently. Or maybe for them, 2090. Ooh, from the future. Aether Vial going up here to 2. We got a Ghost Quarter. That's actually really decent. We'll play that. I guess I'll see if they activate Urza's Saga here, which is expected. And if they do that, then I get to Ghost Quarter and they don't get the land, which is nice. If they don't activate, then I'll just hit it next turn. I suppose. It doesn't like to talk about his cousin. So for all these sagas we've run into, obviously we have the answers. It's nice. Eat a treasure token. Nom 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 nom. Bam. Get blasted. All right, they get to do this snake-eating gerbil thing. I'm going to just flicker it now. Get rid of the construct token. All right. It's all even now, opponent. Puts Oval Chase into the yard. It would be interesting to Skyclave flicker end step to get rid of Underworld Cookbook. Remember, we can do that, and then we can do Displacer things. I don't know. Maybe I should have done it like now, but we could also flicker Skyclave to get rid of Shadow Spear. Like, we can put some stuff together here. Our brain is starting to fry the goose. Oh, look at the goose. Here comes the Oval Chases back to hand. So my opponent has something and 2 Oval Chases. Something and 2 Oval Chases. Sacrifice this. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until end of turn. Until your next turn, you may play that card. I'm gonna leave this thing alone for just a moment here. Verdant Catacombs. Next turn. Till end of your next turn. So you get to do this once, then they get to unearth. All right, opponent's got some Oval Chases in their hand. That's it. I don't know, maybe I hit this first. The gerbil. Hit the gerbil. Sure. 2 cards are these. Oval Chase and Urza's Saga. That sucks. You may play. They already played a Verdant Catacomb, so Urza's Saga is coming down next turn. So double Oval Chases here. So I have the window to hit Cookbook here, looks like. Strangler off the top. That'd be a nice way to get rid of some of this stuff. So displace Skyclave Aberration to get rid of Cookbook here. They get a token that I can get rid of. This game is gonna go the distance here. Putting the Aether Vial to 3 in case of Flicker Wisp. The land that comes into play tapped. I'm gonna play it down. So here, how many times can I do this? Twice. So let's flicker Skyclave again and eat up Steel Seeker and probably just pass the turn. Because they're going to have another creature illusion token. And I guess they get to unearth the research facility. I'm not attacking because I don't want to bounce with a 3/3 yet. Can't really bounce Tide Hallow because then they get Asmo, and I don't really want them to have Asmo. They got a lot of food tokens over there. They have 5 mana, 6 with the Saga being played, so they could cast Oval Chase. Good old Saga. I guess a Ghost Quarter wouldn't be bad. It would be funny to top deck a Flicker Wisp and flicker their Urza's Saga. I don't know if that's the best idea to reset it looking for a Ghost Quarter. Because we can flicker all their tokens all night long. What do you ever do with that hose that got you? Did you punish it? Let's not talk about that hose because now the hose bib is like leaking. Sigh. It's just an entire mess. I'll take 3 here if they attack. I'll take 3. I'll go to 12. I want to be able to display something at end step, which will be this 3/3 attacking me. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound very good. All right, bye-bye illusion here. My turn, keep the 8th vial at 3. We're playing at a reasonable clip here. We're 4 minutes ahead. High chance to probably win this game. Wonder if this is worth playing down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can only do it once then. The displacer 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play Alien and Arbor. Gives me a blocker. Well, they let that happen, so things are expensive now. I'm just gonna pass. We're not in any rush to kill them here. I don't think Double Displacer does anything for us. I think a Flicker Wisp is interesting because it attacks in the air. Yeah, it sounds like a Werefleet. You need to fix your fish tank. Or 40-gallon tank. I guess it's not. It could be a fish tank. There's a Seeker. You got it, opponent. I can displace that. You think, oh, you think double activation is better. I gotcha. Perhaps. Is there a world where I just block this here? It's 2 oval chases. What else do they have? They want to unearth this. Forget that. Forget that. I don't want you to unearth that. That's crap. Get that garbage out of here. Trying to make you unearth. I'll take 2 like the legend, the champion that we are. All right, displays here. I guess an Eldrazi temple wouldn't be bad for more displacing action, right? They might have Ren. Oh, that's true. That card exists. You're not wrong. All right. Eat the other gerbil snake, dude. We're doing something here. Uh-oh. Am I dead? Am I dead? Okay. Ah, they do this. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Do your steel gerbiling thing. Have I messaged them get displaced on yet? No. Finale. Okay. Top deck. Ghost. Leap. Ghost Quarter. Path. No, we're leaving this at 3. Eldrazi Temple. There we go. Okay. Guess we can just kind of chill here, right? Double activation. You think flickering out the Saga is a good idea end step? Nah. 1, 2, 3. They can't go get anything with Saga, so I don't think there's a reason to. Arbiters are awesome. Arbiters are awesome. Armada power! So now I sort of have 3 activations of Eldrazi Displacer here. Sort of. They make a dude. Just so everyone knows, you better go get your Eldrazi Displacers. Clearly the counter to Urza's Saga. I want everyone to realize that. Nice, Last God. What does 60 get you this season? What is this? They're... Whoosh. Yes, flicker. You know what's really cool? When you get to flicker something, and then you get to block, and then you get to flicker again. And then that way they don't get to use this thing ever because you're the flicker master. Because you're just the flicker master. Bam, we'll get this other one. I'll start eating food tokens next, opponent. You just wait. But Fluffy, you could not take 2. I'm a professional. Variants. Variants are cool. Variants are cool. Bam, get flickered. All right. My opponent has no blockers. You know what that means? They concede finally. 9 minutes on their clock, 14 on ours. Graveyards matter. Kaya seems good. Leyline dams. Our third path. Archon could be interesting. Could be interesting. What's bad here? Combat, steel. Throws. Gibber. Sanctifier. It's true. We could put Sanctifier in instead of the ley lines. We could do this. What if we put Doggo in? There are only 2 displacers. There are only 2 displacers. I'm gonna throw a Necromentia in here. I'm gonna throw a Necromentia in here, kind of like as a 3rd displacer, and it can hit quite a few things here. No, I only have 2 displacers in this list. Or I guess I did. It had 3 and I cut to 2. I cut to 2. All right, we'll keep this hand. Before you freak out, you can look at our record as 1-1 and we're doing all right. You got it, opponent. Is the centerpiece of the deck. It definitely could be. It definitely could be. But there is a lot of spot removal that would get rid of Displacer. So it's just something to be mindful of. Turn 0 Displacer. I mean, we're going to play this game relatively quickly. My opponent's way down on clock here. Who plays spot removal? Exactly. Who plays spot removal these days? That's just silliness. Opponent shocks in a stomping ground here. Has Gilded Goose. I don't think they're going for a 3-drop, though. Come on, White Source. We got Vile. We're fine. We're fine. We don't need a White Source. Ran 6. Killer of Thalias. Killer of Thalias. Come at me, goose. All right. Aether Vial going up to 1 here. Land is a Wasteland Strangler. Not much for us to do just yet. Pass turn. Probably just F6 through the turn for the most part. I don't see myself Ghost Quartering a Saga here. Looking to just deplete my opponent's time so they have to panic in game 3 here. This does look like we are on the losing side of this game, assuming my opponent can get something going. Although a couple geese is it's not gonna do it. Looking real uncastable. I've got plenty of castable things in here. I got plenty of castable things. Here, we'll mix them up for you so you don't know what we're playing. There we go. It's all mixed. It's all mixed. No, I don't think their deck can close out the game relatively quickly. We'll see, though. I mean, they haven't put a threat in yet, so we got time. We got time to play some Magic here. All right. There's currently nothing in exile until I flicker, so I guess I can wait. We'll just Thalia end step, then Wasteland, Flicker Wisp shenanigans to get rid of the Renin 6, and then just go, what do you got, opponent? Yep, Ren and Goose are dying next turn. At least that's the idea. No! Ow! Ow! I'm putting it into play. I'm going to make them kill this Thalia. I'm going to make them kill that Thalia. We'll get a Godless Shrine here. All right, well, now I have mana to do an overloaded dam here. We could probably just wait on the Flicker Wisp Strangle. We could play Shieldred if I wanted to. Thalia is being played in there to actually cause the Renin 6 to downtick, giving us a few more turns, not to get it all the way up. This is a clock-based Thalia, and also just, I don't think Thalia is going to do much for us this game. Not with the Renin 6 out there, and it's going to take too many turns to get rid of the Renin 6. Hey, there's that mutt. Thalia basically got shot? Kinda, yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. I kind of wonder what's left here. Okay, there's Asmo. I was kind of starting to wonder. I mean, this board looks like a overloaded dam kind of board. And just yeah, win from there. At least that's how it's feeling. Ghost Quarter feels good. It gets rid of a Saga for 1 turn. Be a shame if something happened to your board opponent. Be a shame. So they put Cookbook out and they got 2 cards left. I guess they get to do Mutt. And if Renin 6 gets close to killing us with the ult, we can just flicker it for a turn. There went their entire board. All right. 13 to 20. 5 minutes on my opponent's clock. It's really hard to convince myself to concede this one and go to match 3 when we're kind of ahead. Listen to Rat. I don't know. Probably not. Burn Catacombs. Hey, there's this thing again. Look at it. Look at it. They can make a thing. What value? Oh, gingerbread too. Gingerbread. All right, they put a spring leaf drum into the bin. My opponent is going to timeout. That being said, to look at what we have going on this game, I actually feel fairly confident we have a good chance of winning. Okay, they finale. Gets Asmo. Gets a cookbook. Plays a cookbook. Now we have 2 cookbooks. 1 card in their hand. Mutt. Mutt goes down to the bin. They get rid of a land. All right. Gets rid of a land just to look at the top card here. To bin it or to put it into their hand. They choose not to bin it. Now we're booking. Cooking. All of the above. Do I even put this into play? Seems like a bad idea. Just Vial here. This is not a lot of damage. I don't see a reason to Flicker Wisp here. It just dies to too many things. We'll use a Vial and work on getting it up. Displace them up? Maybe. All right, opponent attacks for 4. 3 minutes 30 on their clock. Plenty of time for Aether Vial to get up to high enough for a Wasteland Strangle plus Flicker Wisp because we're at 20. We'll see what kind of value they generate with Gerbil Gobbling Snake Dude. They've got to see the line, Archon. They've got to... You people. Shh. It's all the way at the back of the graveyard. They won't... Look at that. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. You people. Thinking they actually are going to take the Boseiju here. It's buried. Look at how far back it is. Opponent doesn't even remember that happened this game. Is there a value for doing this at upkeep? It's not ideal. Activate only during your turn. You got it. You know what? I know that it doesn't do anything for us, but make my opponent click buttons. Make my opponent click them buttons. Plus, it's less food tokens for repeated trolls. They did it. They killed it. They killed it actually really fast there. Like super fast. All right, let's see if Ren and 6 picks up. Oh, they've got Oval Chase. We're dead. We're dead, chat. So if I were to go back to my sideboard here for game 3, I guess I could put the Hound in and maybe a pair of Ley Lines because I forgot that they play this Troll card. And who knows, maybe we kind of get back there because this Troll is sitting here and it's a 7/6. Got a Saga. 2, 3. If I had top deck a land, I get to Displacer, play Displacer, and activate Displacer. Because I have the Temple. Which would then make the Troll bounce. But they could then Asmo in response. I take 4, go to 13 here. Hey, they did pick up that Boseiju, and I do get a land here. So I guess a Solitude is now pretty good. Solitude Wasteland Strangler would be kind of a cool thing. Sanctifier, it's a blocker. I play Displacer and pass turn, hoping to get to their turn. We're gonna make them search. More clicks. 1 minute for them to beat us in game 3. We're doing this for the kids, chat. Kids don't have to know. This dono list is gonna get a 3 too. All right, 1 minute you have to beat me, opponent. Technically, you take me down to 1 here with an attack. It's 11. Then the Ren and 6 is here. 4-1, you believe? It could be a 4-1. We're on that path. Ren 6 down tick puts me to 1. One, two, three. Flicker Wisp. Ren and 6. And then Gobble It. Killing Asmo here. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. That 1/2 chick that says if creatures EDP and weren't cast. Containment Priest is definitely interesting. This is trample, by the way. Double up here for funsies. All right, opponent's got about 15 seconds to beat us in game 3. They got this. We're gonna bring Hound in. We're gonna bring a couple ley lines for fun. No, we won't do that. Just Hound. Just Hound. I feel confident we will win here. I could be totally wrong. You believe in the opponent? I do too. They have 8 seconds. They have 5 seconds. They have 1 second. Okay. Good match. The Plains art. It's good art. It's good art. All right, let's keep it going. 1-1. Or no, 2-1. That's right, that was match 3. We're doing well. We're doing well. Not bad. We fought some creature-based decks, and I think we have a good, I wouldn't say an edge on creature decks, but they're probably not an unfavorable matchup. They're probably a decent matchup. Modern. It's good to see what people are doing, the crazy stuff. You challenge me to make a deck that is designed to win solely on time. Basically, give your opponents as many possible actions as possible. Wow, look at this. Or just roll 2, then 1, and then lose by rolling number 1 again. That's a lot of rolls. That was a ton of rolls. Lantern is for you to lose. Werefleet specifically asked us for our opponents to lose on time. Yeah, Pillow Fort. Wow, look at this. Obosh. Ooh. A bunch of Ghost Quarters doesn't feel very good against Obosh. We're going to keep it. There's this gut feeling when I play Magic of whether a list is great and a hand is fabulous, and this is one of those moments. This is one of those moments. Is this the real Fluffy Wolf? No. I just told them we don't talk about Fluffy Wolf 1. They asked me if it's a real Fluffy Wolf. This is not the Fluffy Wolf. This is Fluffy Wolf 2. And that also should answer their question if it's the real one or not. All right, who's ready to get Obosh to death? Put an Eldrazi Temple down on the off chance we draw it again. It's just Obosh. How bad could it be? No, we should not have gotten rid of that command. I'm pretty sure you have to throw a 1 on there. I think we get maybe Ragband to death over Obosh. This card's not that scary. That card's not that scary, people. Dang it, they took our Combat Thresher. Dang it, they took the Combat Thresher. They could play this too. Do you think they prototype this as a 1/1 to draw a card? Wait, Obosh list with basic planes? What's going on here? All right, good old Thalia. Good old Thalia. Am I ready to get mooned? I'm not getting mooned here. I'm not getting mooned. You joking? You joking? I got Thalia. Combat Thresher. Modern All-Star. Alright, they could attack and moon me, I suppose. They got rid of a Fable, by the way, through this Fable. Cost too much. Thanks, Thalia. Fury. Rage. Ephemerate's Fury. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. We're so dead. They only have one card left. Let's calm down about we're so dead. We're gonna take that card, and we're gonna win. Wasteland Strangler. That could have been it. Could have been it. That card could have won us the game right there. Casio enters tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. 2 or fewer, yes. I'm gonna go see what that last card is. I want to take it. Hopefully it's not another Ephemerate. Prismatic Ending. All right, they just flicker back the Ephemerate here and get the Fury to kill the Thought Knot to draw a card. Not really sure if Flicker Wisp is going to do anything different here. Then they get the Fable here. So sideboard-wise, I need like Dam. Trying to think what else we might want from the sideboard. Sanctifiers. And Dams, and maybe Kaya. Taxes in a nutshell. All right, so they attack, lots of mana. I go to 10 here. I'm pretty dead to the Fury here. This is where a couple extra Solitudes are going to benefit us. Path is okay. Arbor, not great. Yeah, it's interesting. They're basically playing Obosh with Ephemerate. They're going to play a Leonin Arbiter. I would. Heck yeah. They have Reflection of Kiki as well. We're very much dead. Obosh to hand. All right. Let's see what we can do against the Obosh list. Now that we know a few more things about what they're doing here. Red-white scam. A little bit. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the idea of giving things lifelink. That's why I'd like to keep the prototype card in. I feel like Tide Howl is actually kind of bad. It just dies to everything. They got one Leonin Arbiter. They don't fetch that often. Not sold on the Eldrazi form of taxes. It's definitely a different take, that's for sure. No lands, got to skip that. This one is playable. Let's get rid of Flicker Wisp. Just keep all the removal here. I think I would dam a Ragavan, possibly, since I have this extra path. Got an extra path here. We'll see. They might want to kill this Giver. People see Giver and like to target it pretty quickly. There's Ragavan. Okay. I think we just damn the Ragavan. Ooh. Yeah, I'm still gonna do this because I can cast just about everything right now. I'm not going to attack in case they have another Ragavan. I want to block it. Oh yeah, Fury. This is our first Fury matchup. It's definitely can be rough though. Prismatic Endings, the Giver. Fury definitely has its way with people, that's for sure. Aether Vial with Athalia as backup. Pass turn. This blocks Ragavan nicely. Stops Ephemerate shenanigans from easily happening. Oh. Oh, Blast Zone. There's a lightning bolt. Prismatic Ending. Would you... They apologize for killing everything we have here. I'm going to end step this Silent Clearing. I have a lot of 3-drops. It's unlikely to hit probably a 2-drop at this point. If I hit a 1-drop, the Blast Zone kind of covers that anyway. They said I'm going to be really sad now. No, Archon did not. Muley did. Well, we don't have any fetch lands. We didn't have Ghost Quarters this time, so we had no way to really grab what we needed there. Bone Crusher Giant. We can definitely get rid of this if we find that Singleton Plains. Aether Vial is a good find here. Work this up to 4, hopefully. There goes Obosh to hand. That'll be our path target if we get that opportunity. This is where Solitude would help us a little bit, being able to get a few things through Blood Moon. I don't know if Evan's trolling us or not. I've said the donor, I think, twice now. Muley 20. Extra Life Dono got stuck in the anonymous section of donos. Uh-oh, here comes Obosh. Where's that one of Solitude? We're going to need it now. Yep, we got mooned. It's going to happen with this list. You don't have the fetch lands because you're trying to do Arbiter things. Solitude. I do have a blocker now. I technically have 2 blockers for 2 turns. Couldn't hear me. Are you watching me on mute? That's okay. I do that to you too. Can you Pithing Needle and Urza Saga so it doesn't... Yes. This is double, right? We can live for 1 more turn. 1 more turn. We're gonna celebrate. Have a good time. Put in the arbiter 1 more time. Hey, we're going to 1. They'll have the bolt, right? Bolt. Bolt. I would leave double red, but I guess they're looking that they could ephemerate this and keep looking for bolts. Chain to the Rocks. Wow, I haven't seen that card in a long time. All right, they found a bolt. Got Blood Moon, gonna happen occasionally. Lots of creatures. We did okay at the beginning. We probably were a little aggressive with our keep. Not much to do here. Can flicker a few. Oh, we were going to find the one of planes. This is why you don't look, chat. We're going to be able to flicker something. Flicker Obosh, block here next turn. Although, let's ignore that they had an entire board state. Flicker Obosh, block here. This comes back, play the planes, path the Obosh. And then in a turn or two, we're going to get to Obosh or path again. Ooh, we could have. We could have been on our way back. 2-2. Let's see if we can snag a 3-2. Let's see if we can snag a 3-2. I like this. This has been good. Cards I would play more of, Steel Seraph. Cards I wouldn't. No, it's a dono deck. All right, mulligan. Need more than one. All right, we can play this. Did we play 2 givers? Get rid of a planes? I have 2 planes? I did. I bumped up the planes. That's right. Let's play with 2 givers here. Deck is mainly 3 drops. The make it or break it. The smile and fake it. Taxes in a year of our Lord. Will another league be afford? That one was a stretch, Last God. That one was a stretch. Can I get a Leonin Arbiter here? I'm going to just hide that I have Thought Knot. They'll never see it coming. I did not add Solitudes because the opponent, or not the opponent, the person donating for this kind of indicated that they were working towards an F&M deck. I have a feeling they just didn't have the extra pieces. Am I supposed to be stretching? I don't know anymore, actually. I need to go talk to the physical therapist because of the doctor results. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. Windswept Teeth, Blood Crypt, Arid Mesa. My opponent's got all the cards. Hey, it's not a bad one to see. Let's go ahead and Thought Knot. Bolts are giver. Oh, crap. I guess I take a Draco because Skyclave Apparition can hit the Kabu. And then we can get the other Draco with the Solitude. Domain Zoo. I was like, what is going on with this mana base? Now it all makes sense. It all makes sense. HEB Candy Cane Ice Cream sounds great, Grayus. Sounds fantastic. These are going to be funny next time. We're going to move this out of the way so I can start attacking my opponent here. They do have a basic forest in their hand, so it's not like this really changes anything. And actually, pitching Solitude to kill Scion might be worthwhile here, because this Scion doesn't look like it's going to do much. Ooh, Kabu plus Scion. Right, Kabu's a 5/5. I feel like I hold Solitude till I can actually cast it. The reason I feel like that is I'd rather have the extra creature on the board, because if I cast it, getting rid of Leonin Arbiter, get rid of Kavu, and then attack Thought Knot, they'd block with Scion. That kind of feels a little bit awkward. Ooh, Tribal Flames there on our Thought Knot, draw a card. It's good for them. Attack for 5. I am going to need this land now for sure. No blocks here. Flickering effect is not a bad thing either, but I prefer land first. I didn't get the flicker, but we got something that gains me life. Just pass turn. You want this to migrate to Pioneer? Oh, Binding Shieldred. Nice. Opponent's kind of out of cards. I guess I take damage here. Feel like I might have to Solitude actually the Scion now because it's flying. Gonna take this damage. Can I bother with this now? Solitude, the flyer, double block. I'm gonna concede here. This is very unlikely for us to draw what we need. Yeah. We need like path running here. All right, Sanctifier is not bad. Dams are not bad here. Archon is actually kind of good. Kaya, they don't have actually that many one-drop creatures. I think that's gonna be about it. They have enough removal. Let's see, combat Thresher, out of here. Giver's okay. Leonin Arbiter sounds great. We have some stuff for Thalia. I could probably take one Thalia out. Steel Seraph's probably hit or miss here. I think Domain in Pioneer would end up playing all the triomes, right? I'm really not feeling these Thalias. I feel like they just get outclassed. I mean, Tidehowl is kind of the same, but Tidehowl is a little bit of tempo, perhaps. I think this is as good as it's going to get. As good as it's going to get. Let's go to... Could Ghost Court or something here. 2 Vials seems a little bit slow, but I have 2 removals. Interesting. This feels way too slow. When I have a bunch of Leonin Arbiters, it can really mess them up and stuff. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. This is like not good either. Let's mulligan this. Oh no. No. My opponent's mulliganing as well, apparently. No one can find a good hand. All right, we'll keep this. We'll get rid of Flicker Wisp and Giver here. 2, and then... Man, do I just get rid of the Aether Vial? Keep the 2 creatures? Probably. I'm not saying they want to steer clear of Solitude. I'm making a small assumption. A small assumption that my donator doesn't have many Solitudes because they only had 1. And I don't want to be that guy that just is like, well, go get 4 Solitudes. We're trying to be, you know, little... I mean, Solitudes are expensive. Who wants to play with elementals anyway? All right, looks like my opponent's got all the colors. All the colors of the rainbow. Hit a late Aether Vial here. Guess that's better than nothing. All right. My opponent does nothing here. What did they keep? What did they keep? A bunch of Tribal Flames? Luckily, I don't have to put that in. I'll be that guy. Go buy 4 Solid. There you go. Archon's telling Muley you need some Solitudes. Leyline of Binding just sends it. How rude. I'm gonna path my own giver here. Gonna path my own giver. I know we have a lot of black that needs to show up at some point, but I have an actual Skyclave apparition. We'll see if that benefits us here, and I get to slap Archon down. What do you got for me? Tribal Flames. They do have just like all the removal. Bam, Ghost Cordia. Ghost Cordia. Take that, opponent. You got a basic. I know they have 1 or 2 basics in this list usually. Basic Plains. Wow, Stomping Ground is actually really good right after that. Teferi. Teferi. What garbage is this? By the way, hats off to me for not getting that sweet swamp. It worked for the Skyclave, and now I've got 2 black cards in my hand. Shardless, great. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's all you need is a swamp. If we hit a swamp, man. Hit a swamp. Discard a guard. If you do, draw a card. They eat path. Wow, back-to-back Shardless Agents into a Helix. Oh. Swamp, thank you. All right. I guess I've got a shock in here. Target the 3/3. Eat the Teferi. Pass the turn. I can block a Shardless Agent, I guess. I'm still taking 6, which is half my life total. Can I wait? Oh, Domain's good. Domain's got some value. They get rid of a Leyline of Binding. I feel like I have to block here. Like, it's not what I want to do, but I feel like I have to. Because then I'll block the other side. Oh my gosh, it's General. It's the General. I mean, I'm just dead, right? I'm just dead. Oh my gosh, look at this hand. Just look at this hand. Oh my gosh. Alright, you got us, opponent. 2-3 with the list overall. Not a bad showing. Not a bad showing. A little bit, maybe a rough keep there in game 1 against our Domain Zoo opponent. This is our Eldrazi and Taxes, not prison style list with Muley. Thank you once again for the donation. Really quick on the note about being potentially a prison list. I think you have to decide one or the other. And I don't think I would recommend prison as much right now. I think you need to be proactive. At the beginning of the stream, someone asked, what about some reality smashers? I definitely like that idea if you wanted to be a little more Eldrazi stompy than Taxes. So that could be a direction you go. Obviously, we had some good value gotchas with the Leonin Arbiter because there were a few times that people needed to search and do things like that. Didn't see a lot of combo. I don't know if that's just because that's where the meta shifted or not for the time being. Something to be cognizant of. Yadaganti in here. I think every time I cast Shieldred, I was a little bit happier than a Gonti. Gonti or Shieldred died pretty quickly, so a 4th Thought-Knot probably just rounds out the list a bit nicer there. God of Passage did win us a game, interestingly enough. However, there is quite a decent amount of exile effects, so this card may be one of those that you could potentially put to the side. Extra Solitudes obviously have their place. An extra Eldrazi Displacer probably isn't a bad idea, seeing that we had some good value, and that is a good counter to Urza Saga, something we didn't really think about at the beginning of the night. Combat Thresher, obviously we never really got to play it, but each time it did kind of show up. The ETB would have been nice to draw a card, but We can pass on that one. Steel Seraph, though, that one was pretty good. And giving Thought Not Flying or giving that evasion, Death and Taxes style lists like they're evasive creatures because they're stopping things, they're slowing stuff down, and then they attack in the air with something like Flicker Wisp. So Steel Seraph was kind of a nice little nod there. Not to mention that if you were to flicker this, becoming a 5/4 is pretty decent. You're rarely going to ever do the 6 on it, but Steel Seraph being 6 converted mana cost is kind of interesting as it avoids some of these interesting cards that do target things that are a little bit smaller in terms of converted mana cost. Tide Owl does Tide Owl things. In the sideboard, Rest in Peace would have been slightly better than Leyline of the Void in the Murktide matchup, but it's kind of a bit dangerous because obviously Murktide grows if you were to Rest in Peace later, so just keep that in mind. Necromencies didn't really come up. Could probably play at the Inquisition Thoughtseize or continue to round out the creatures that you have with more aggressive creatures or things that gain you a little bit more life. Again, because we only have the one Solitude, maybe something else that gains a little bit of extra life could be a replacement for the Necromencias. If we take one last peek here at your maybe board, I don't think I would go into that Karn package for now, just because I think you would have to change this a whole bunch. You'd have to be a lot more removal. I think you'd have to consider more Solitudes or free spells that let you remove cards and play to defend your Karn. I don't think I would go that route, because even if you were to get something like Ghostly Prison or other things like that, you could see it. The domain list is playing Leyline of Binding. There's plenty of Prismatic Endings. There's plenty of Besages out there. That kind of hits all the things that Karn gets. If you want to go more of the prison route, again, I think you just do some Thoughtseizes. You try to lock them down. Drannith Magistrate or your doggo here. Not the doggo. Drannith Magistrate, I think, would be a good combo and do that knowledge pool strategy that I've done a few times. Yeah, they make a note that they're trying to improve since Yorion banned. They did have a Lurrus in here too, which is banned as well. So just things that need updating. They were looking at Brothers War cards as well, and that's why I did want to try the prototype cards. Third Path did okay. It's all right card. Definitely can add it to your collection if that is something you've got. Overall, though, I think it's a great list. I think Eldrazi Taxes has that like hit or miss if you run into some run-in 6s, prismatic endings, because your creatures are pretty cheap, and also X1 in most cases, being 1 toughness. Those kind of matchups can be difficult, but you can kind of like avoid that with those Thought Knots and those Reality Smashers. So that might be like, if you don't have the Shieldred, maybe a Reality Smasher or something. Give the list a little more punch. Might not be a bad idea. List is sweet though. I do appreciate the Extra Life donation, and I do apologize for it being late. I hope you enjoyed the leagues. I thought it was pretty cool, and I kind of wish this God of Passage could do a little bit more. Maybe keep playing it. You know, play things that you enjoy. Best of luck in your FNM, and reach out if you have a new list and just want it looked at. Tweet it at us. People like to respond and give ideas. We've got a good community behind us. Once again, this is your list. We have Archon's list, which is kind of that more aggressive Force Solitude. Got it. Whatever that is. It's got the 4 ofs, a lot of Archons, a lot of Displacers, so if you got those, good. This one, Solitudes, I'd even consider 2 Reality Smashers in this to give that extra punch. We'll keep this list in the YouTube as well. And then we got yours, and we got this one that we adjusted. Have a good one, everyone.